Alright, folks, another album review. This time, I'm still going on Ice Cube. It's his third solo album, The Predator. It was released within months of the '92 LA riots, which main songs do talk about racial tensions and all that other stuff. And although critics kind of may have panned the album, it still kind of proved to be as well commercially successful, going double platinum. So the intro is a sample from the movie American Me. Alright, and the intro track, When Will They Shoot? He does talk about something such as When Will They Shoot, which he addresses the criticisms of anti-Semitism he received for his last album, Death Certificate, like a line such as, the white man is something I'm trying to study, but I got my hands bloody. Yeah. They said I could say it like a J word, but nigga, don't say the J word. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things. I'm Scared is one of his other skits, talking about how if we can do what the other person can't, there's no problem when someone else does something, but when someone else does, it's a problem. Kind of racial-wise. Wicked pretty much talks about the LA riots and how the whole city, I'm figuring, went crazy. I guess it was. Now I Had to Wetcha talks about pretty much murder. It talks about him fantasizing blasting on somebody and pretty much playing the whole little murder scenario. The Predator pretty much talks about, how he is the predator, forget the editor, you know. It's kind of one of those random songs. It Was a Good Day is undoubtedly one of the best songs on the album. It Was a Good Day talks about how he has a good day in Los Angeles from the morning till the end, which he ends up getting arrested in the video. We Had to Tear This Mother effer up talks about the acquittal of the LAPD officers in the Rodney King trial, which an event that ignited the '92 LA riots. And the FM insert pretty much talks about how people give him all this criticism and things, and how he's responding back with a simple F you. Dirty Mac pretty much talks about being similar, kind of like a sequel to Who's the Mac. Pretty much talks about the Dirty Mac scheming you again. Someone scheming you. Don't Trust Them talks about careful the women. Once again, he talks about careful about the women you choose, because sometimes their results could be fatal. Gangsta's Fairy Tale Part 2 is a sequel to Gangsta's Fairy Tale off his first album. It's not as funny. It leans more of the kind of like tension. This album is not as all peaceful. It's mostly about tension. But still, it has little humors here and there. Check Yourself pretty much talks about the simple line, jiggity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Come on, check yourself before you biggity wreck yourself. Jiggity check yourself before you wreck yourself. With Dags EFX. Who Got the Camera is very similar to Had to Tear This Mother effer up. It talks about a man being the subject of police brutality. Interrogation talks about how kind of black and white relations. And Say Hi to the Bad Guy is another track similar to Now I Gotta Wetcha, kind of a little violent, funny fantasy. Although The Predator is still being political, in some ways it's not as good as his first two albums, but still worthy. Lyrics, he's talking sense. Even if he is random, he's still making sense. Production is handled by Cube himself, DJ Pooh, Bobcat, someone named Torchka Chamba, and DJ Muggs. Cypress Hill, before they got into the whole West Side Connection versus Cypress Hill beef. Sir Jinx, always gonna be there. Someone named Rashad, Pockets, Mr. Woody, you know. The production is still very good production. Originality, he's still being original. I'm not gonna take Ice Cube as still being original. Now, the message. The Predator presents a message to where it's actually, and it's also a reference to a movie as well. He's still attacking. He's attacking everyone who criticizes him, kind of. Quality, The Predator is overall a good quality album. It gets a 5 out of 5 stars. This has been More Album Reviews. His next album will be up, and please wait.